Welcome you lovely survivors to Scavenger Squad. I'm Caedo, and this Fallout 4 guide series will focus on quick tips on particular subjects with the help from a featured guest. Joining me this time is Tony Mo.
Heyo.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say.
In this guide, we're covering the basics of crafting and modifying firearms, explosives, melee, and unarmed weapons. First and foremost, using workbenches to craft more advanced weaponry will require related perks like gun nuts, science, blacksmith, and so on. Since the main focus is getting components, however, we highly recommend getting the scrapper perk. It greatly increases the components you receive from breaking down your equipment. I'll have Tony Mo start us off with firearms.
Alright guys, so let's get started with kinetic damage-based weapons. This means any weapon that actually fires a physical projectile. It could be a teddy bear, it could be a nuke, it could be a bullet. As Caedo said, you're going to want to make sure that you have gun nut for these in particularly, although Science Level 1 will help you craft Recon scopes later on in the game. Now, almost all of the kinetic-based weapons have the ability to mod the receiver, the barrel, the grip and stock, the magazine, the sight, and a muzzle, but remember that some of them, in more specific cases, may not have all those options. So let's take a look at some of the best junk when actually trying to go ahead and start making modifications for these weapons. Some of the things you're going to be looking out for include alarm clocks, aluminum canisters, lanterns, biometric scanners, microscopes, typewriters, the wonderful giddyup buttercup, enhanced target cards, pro snap cameras, and desk fans. Almost all of these items will give you not just one, but multiple resources that you will need in order to develop mods for your kinetic damage guns, so be on the lookout for them. Now, where can you find these actual items? Well, some of the best places to look include factories, science buildings, service stations, hospitals, police stations, bunkers, and general military establishments. Explore these areas, check all the drawers and desks, and you'll be ready to go to start building some mods in no time. Let's move on and talk about our goopy green and colorful friends, the energy weapons. Of course, energy weapons are going to require science, and much like the guns in Gun Nut, the farther you go up the mod list, the higher of rank you're going to have, so keep that in mind. Mod slots for energy weapons include the Capacitor, barrel, grip and stock, sights, and muzzles. Some of the best junk that you're going to be looking out for includes biometric scanners, microscopes, pro snap cameras, hot plates, silver or gold watches, enhanced targeting cards, telephones, and good old rat poison. In terms of where to look, keep an eye out when exploring vaults, factories, corporate tech buildings, and robot manufacturers. Those robots, they are a really great resource. Make sure you kill as many of them you can, especially turrets are a great place to find a lot of those targeting cards that you're going to be looking out for. And hopefully that'll be, everything you need when making all those great mods, whether you're looking at energy weapons or kinetic damage-based weapons. I'm going to go ahead and hand it back over to Caedo, and he's going to show you all about building those precious explosives.
My personal favorites, explosives requires the Demolition Expert perk. That would be in the perception column. A little bit of science for the energy-based ones, like, the plasma grenades and mines and some such things. They don't have any mod slots, obviously, because they only kind of have one function. The best junk you're going to want to look for is probably most primarily fertilizer, lanterns, alarm clocks, aluminum canisters, flip lighters, Vault Tech lunchbox, and baseball. The oil and fertilizer are what you're going to look for the most. As for the best places for explosive components, best would be rural homes, farms, quarries, and service stations. Onto unarmed and melee weapons. You need a blacksmith perk, which is in the strength column, and science for the more advanced pneumatic type weapons. And as for mod slots, you usually only have 1 to 2. It's upgrade and miscellaneous. Upgrade would be, straight up damage and effects, and then the secondary would be things that make it look nicer, like the baseball bat. Aluminum does give it more damage though. And for best junk, you'll be looking for bags of cement, office desk fans, aluminum canisters, gas canisters, cigarette cartons and packs, makeshift batteries, mole rat teeth and hides, and for the more pneumatic type stuff, you'll want hot plates and gold watches. Where to best look for these things would be offices, garages, construction sites, and factories. After all that, it's very clear that adhesive is essential, so keep an eye out for that wonder glue and duct tape. If you have access to crops and a cooking setup, you can make vegetable starch, which turns corn, moot fruit, potato, and some water into adhesive just like that. We hope that you found something useful in this quick overview of weapons upkeep. If you found this guide useful and want more, you know what to do. This is Caedo. Tony Mo, take us out.
Remember, fellow Wastelanders, one man's junk is another man's boosted photon agitator. This has been the Scavenger Squad, signing off.